Hello, you beautiful humans. I hope everybody's feeling good today. So, yeah, here another video for me. Today I want to talk a little bit about the history of humankind. Yeah, so we are taught that, Darwin and that his entire theory that we are from, apes and that's how humanity pretty much developed and how we are about, I don't know exactly, but they say like 50,000 years old or something. Well, Darwin is like the only theory everywhere in the West for sure, right? So I was completely taught in school that is mostly public schools, so that's from the government, or government controlled. I mean, most of the schools are government controlled if you're not on a very special private school. So we all get taught the same bullshit. And yeah, Darwin, actually his theory lacks a lot of evidence, since 150 years. So he established his theory, and since 150 years we're trying to figure out the middleman, that connects us to the monkeys. So I'm not going with what the Bible says is true or something. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, as a scientist, you make a theory and you find proof for it, and they have been trying to find proof for this in millions of expeditions, and they can't. So Homo erectus, for example, they found the skull and they found a thigh bone, which were 40 feet apart from each other. And he even those founders, I'm not like the people who found those, Du Bois, I think, I'm not sure. However, the people that find that were already saying like, yeah, this is not real proof. The skull is definitely from a monkey and that other one is from a human. So we are trying to prove a theory that somebody just really wants to be in place. And that theory is a complete materialistic theory. So that's just humans developed gradually. Whereas there are other theories, and Virginia Steele McIntyre, for example, she found little tools, I think spear, the stuff you put on a spear to get animals or something, or fishes, I guess, how they hunt and everything. However, she found that, and yeah, guess what happened? She found that they must be a 250,000 years old, so whatever, 250,000 years old. And guess what? She lost her job, and she never had another proficiency ever anywhere. Yeah, that's exactly how all this shit happens. So I can very much recommend to look into John Anthony West. Michael Cromo is also, he wrote a book about the forbidden history, so hidden archaeology, and I'm not gonna say, well, yeah, okay, Sarah, you're making like all this conspiracy shit up here now. It's like, I get it, it's painful or it's weird, like you feel like just inner like, what's all this that doesn't fit with anything I'm standing for. And I get that, like that's really what I encountered in the past month, that I have quit my job and been only researching and only reading about all these things, and literally revising my entire knowledge and literally rereading everything that I've ever encountered. And I always knew pharma lobby is bad, and you need to eat vegetables. That was kind of like things that my mother always gave me, but it never made like click with literally everything. So I understand if you're in a position that is you're having your normal job and you're just living life, trying to be a good person, and blah blah blah. But we are really being controlled, and this has been going on for a very long time. And I just for my proof that there must be a higher intelligence that is not completely materialistic. I mean, how the actual fuck did they build the Sphinx in Egypt? Or those old, in Ireland, these freaking rocks, like 900 tons heavy rocks, right? And they moved them with bare hands or whatever. How did they do that? How did they do that? Like, that's just. So, yeah, all these questions, and it's like mythology, and like, it's all like just this whole. I don't know, really. I don't get it. But I also really want to firmly stay with the opinion that they have indoctrinated in my brain. And I get it. I've been there my entire life. Now I'm in a position where I'm just like, whoa, this is really fucked up. But yeah, okay, sorry. I don't want to make panic here. I just get very passionate about this now. Or I'm in general a very passionate person, so it's yeah, can be bad too. It's not all good. But yeah, I really recommend. John Anthony West is great. I would just look at. He has a great interview with Joe Horgan too. For my American people looking here, and then just in general, he wrote a bunch of books. I would definitely look into that. And then also, Einstein, for example, he met. They found like parallels for Einstein's theory in physics of tau. So that's like India, or definitely East. And they found that they knew all that stuff already back in the days, and they were written down, and it's all ancient, it's all hidden in mythology, and it's all like, give me proof. There is proof, and there's especially proof that Darwin is bullshit. And since you just have to really let that sink. Like, all of us get taught Darwin, and again, I'm not saying like, all right, so now we're gonna teach the Christian Bible, blah blah blah. I don't want to get taught anything. I want to learn the truth, and I know it's out